Let's turn to oil and energy. We saw oil almost touching $150.9 a barrel. Now it's under $60. What can we expect from oil and energy prices in the next little while?
Well, the true state of oil reserves is they're very, very, very cagey at disguising all of that. But assuming that the oil market was truly more or less in balance when in 2007, early 2008, then demand declined in the OECD countries, North America and Europe, that pushed prices back down. I think $57 a barrel now is way too low, but demand will eventually pick up again. So it's cyclical. Hello, the cycle still exists. And so when global demand will increase again, and it will sometime in 2009 and in 2010, oil will go back up. Will go back up to where? Again, it's very hard to say, but I would put it somewhere between $80 and $100 a barrel as being a reasonable level for a balanced oil market. Eventually, it will reach that famous $200 a barrel. We'll get there eventually, not in 2009, but down the road. I mean, we haven't really found an alternative yet for oil in the transportation sector. We talk a lot about electrical cars and alternative fuels. That's all very nice, but so far we're not there yet. And on the supply side, we haven't really found new reserves of oil as well. So I think the pressure on oil prices going forward is upward, not down. So it would be a mistake, in my view, to assume that energy now will be cheap and we don't need to worry about that anymore. We still need to worry about energy efficiency and make sure we don't waste it because prices will come back up.
Why haven't we seen increased activity because of less spending on energy costs?
We've seen a little bit of that because there are two issues. One is there are always lags in these things. The response is not immediate. But also, maybe back in January, February, March of 2008, there was too much press weight being put on gasoline prices. We thought that we were all drowning in, oh my God, $1.50 a liter. Oh my God, it's high, but it's not.
If I could just sort of throw in a couple of points there. The reality is that the decline in oil prices has certainly given the consumer sort of a little bit of extra room, and the general rule tends to be that for every $10 decline in oil prices, the U.S. consumer gets roughly about an additional $100 billion. So that's still in effect. But what the problem is that with the U.S. economy slowing down, that is being eliminated, is that their wages and losses are disappearing, so that every percentage point reduction in employment growth removes roughly about $100 billion out of wage incomes anyways. So it's providing largely an offset to the sharp reduction in oil prices.